I can't put in the words how I feel. Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody don't love me. Nobody like you. Can't even deny it. Every time I try it, when I look in my eyes, you know I'm lying.
Wake up, everybody. Ain't no sleeping in bed. What is up, y'all? Welcome. It is the day before Halloween. And I wanted to get into this tea. I know I'm supposed to give y'all a scary story today, but I'm going to give another scary story tomorrow. Because it's the big finale while I do my makeup tomorrow. Yes, so you will have that. But let's get into some tea, honey. Because Laura Govan did her big one, and Carlos as well. As you guys know, Laura was Gilbert Arenas. We gonna get into that. I don't want to say ex-wife, and we gonna get into why, and I'm gonna tell you why, honey, because she said everything. When I say she said she was gonna put it on the floor, she was gonna put it on the floor, and I'm so proud of her because we know Laura to fight. So as soon as the interview started, she said she's gonna make it fair. She's gonna put everything out on the floor, and she was gonna say all that she had to say. So as they get into it, he asks her about, her life growing up and things of that nature, and her relationship with her sister, Gloria. As you guys know, Gloria Govan is her sister, okay? And, she told about her life. She came to us and said that she's Nigerian and Mexican. Her mom is Mexican, her dad is Nigerian. She grew up in Oakland, California. She played basketball as well. And, she was nurturing to her siblings. It was 9 of them. And then I think she said she had older brothers too. So I guess she's the oldest girl because Gloria is younger, I think. But she also said how, she wanted to do things for her little sisters, and she would go and steal, and her dad made her sit in the back of the police car for a while because her little sister wanted a mermaid party, and she didn't have no reason to steal. And she said the reason why she is with men of being domestic submissive in another way, because she saw her mother, which played a role in her relationship, where she saw her mother take her dad's shoes off after she was, cooking for him, and he went to work and made sure the house was clean and everything. So she knew how to be that type of woman for her man, but she wasn't taking those shoes off. And then we get into also about, basically, she was telling all about her life and stuff. And then we're going to get into the hot tea in a minute. And she was going through with her life. He asked her about her relationship with her sister, Gloria. And she said it really not where it should be. She said Gloria has done some things, allegedly, that hurt her. She said she did. But now they got to the point to where, now to her, that's still her sister. Like, ain't nobody gonna touch her sister. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not as bad as Tesehki and Chrisean, but it's to the point where if somebody hit one of them, they'll still fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing with Gloria and Laura. Like, we're still sisters. It's not as bad as that. Nah, don't take what I say. Not as bad as that. So, she talked about that. And she said how they're coming out with a new show, and she want to get some things off her chest about what she did. Now, this is when the hot tea come in, because I know y'all want the hot take. This is when the hot take came in. So he asked Laura, did the issue have to do with the rumors that came out about Shani? And she said the only way she would answer that question, he said it like this. I want to say it for verbatim. I'm going to put the link in there for y'all. He said, and I quote, there were rumors saying that Gloria was the one that messed with Shaq and you took the fall for her. She said, I will only answer that question if me and Shani sit down and have a conversation, woman to woman. She said, because Shani started these rumors. That's exactly what she said. She said Shani started these rumors. And then he also said that he heard from producers that Shani tried to blackmail her from, well, he didn't hear, but he didn't from producer, but he heard that Shaunie was trying to, she said she started Basketball Wives LA, Shaunie started Miami, and they got intertwined. But there were producers coming and saying that Shaunie didn't want her on the show. Let me tell you. See, she said Shaunie DM'd her and said that she wanted her back on the show, right? She said she was going to play Shaunie role because she feel like Shaunie should apologize to her and tell the whole truth about everything, right? So she said Shaunie DM'd her. She thought she was going to come out and we were going to have a powwow. They were going to talk. She'd been looking for her. She wasn't there. And then that's when Evelyn chimed in and was like, oh, with Jackie Christie, because remember she told Jackie, she say, no, I can explain for myself, because Jackie Christie was like, nah, we got to get this nipped under the bud because this is what they talking about. And remember Evelyn was like, no, I don't want to do that. You know, but okay, she said that she was looking for Shaunie, and then with Evelyn, she said, I wasn't finna fight her nothing. She said, but I had to say what I said. Like Evelyn, you know, it's been going on for the past 14, 15 years with this rumor, right? Which we all have heard. Because if you watched the first season of Basketball Wives Miami, you'll know, right? So she's what gagged me with Laura. So Laura was like, she was at Whole Foods with who she was with. Evelyn was who she was with. And when I tell you, she said, baby, she said Evelyn was dodging and hiding, baby. She was dodging and hiding, like she was hiding behind the cash register and all this and that. Now, Miss Evelyn, is that true, friend? Was you hiding from Laura, honey? But she said she gonna have that time. She said ain't gonna fight. She said I'm gonna have that time. She said that's the reason why I left the first time with Basketball Wives, was because I didn't like the person I was and I didn't want to do anymore in the way I portrayed on TV. And she said that the ladies hurt her because it could have been a conversation. She said, there were things I could have said for Brandy, but she said she didn't even know Brandy and she stood up for Brandy. She said I like Brooke, but for Brooke to do that, like she was just saying that she felt like the ladies, didn't stand up for her. There was a lot of whispers and cackling and stuff. And she basically, when Brandy had to blow up, she kind of understood where Brandy was coming from. Because remember, Brandy had to blow up. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to get into that another time when the new season come on. We're going to talk about it because Laura, listen, if you know anything about Laura is going to bring everything up. Now, so he then asked her, certain things, and she was naming, honey, she done named almost from NFL, she say from NFL to NBA to MLB to everybody, R&B singers to HOV, stay in your HOV lane to CV. I don't know if she tries to, the abbreviations, Lord, just, baby, she was just telling the girls what it was. She was telling the girls what it was. And I mean, she was putting her truth out. She was putting out her truth and giving her truth. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So then she got into how she met Carlos and how she had to sleep in her car for 2 days because he put her out. She had to leave the home that her and Gilbert shared. She said her and Gilbert were never married. They were never married, baby. They were just in a courtship for 10 years, which you would say that's like a marriage, because if you've been with somebody for almost 10 years, that's kind of like a marriage, right? And she basically was saying, she got put out. She had the kids. She had 4 trash bags, and she put it in her car. That was all the police let her take at the time. She couldn't take nothing else. And she said she put on her CDs and whatever for the kids and drove around for 2 days. She said, I could have called my friend and get a hotel. She said, I could have got a hotel. She said, I could have went to a friend's house with me and my 4 kids. She said, I didn't do none of that because they were going through their battle at the time because Gilbert was still talking about her. She said she wished he stopped talking about her and bringing up stuff. So she decided to clear the air because he's been on his little podcast, honey. But we're going to get into it about his little nasty little self later. And she said she had to do what she had to do. She said she was going to get her and her kids out because she put them in that situation because she wanted to leave it. She felt like she put them in that situation. She got out that situation. So kudos to her, honey. She did her thing. But Mr. Gilbert is just a nasty. She said she realized Gilbert was just nasty. She said he wasn't just ugly on the outside. Baby, he was ugly on the inside. She said that's how all the kids happened because they would sleep around and fight. And she had to explain to the kids who the daddy really was. He really wasn't there. The oldest boy is in the NBA. Congratulations, shout out to him. She said, man, my kids are doing good. Now we're going to get into the Gilbert in this fight. So remember Malaysia was sitting here saying how Drea, remember when Malaysia came on with Carlos King one time? She said, I'm not going to say who she was messing with, but I heard she was messing with a producer boyfriend, well, husband at the time, right? So she said, that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say who, but she said, so Carla was like, do I know who it is? She said, you know who it is? So I was like, wait a minute. Malaysia, spill the tea, friend. Girl, spill it. You can't be giving us all this information. Well, come to find out, Laura said Drea, she loved Drea, they were cool. But she found out that Gilbert sent Drea $25K and moved her to LA. She was helping her with her social media, sticking up for her. And remember the time we was like, dang, she bullying Drea, she bullying Drea. Even baby, everybody can say that. Why you bullying Drea? Why you bullying Drea, right? Come to find out, T was popping hot, honey. Laura say Drea had slept with Gilbert. Say she found the paperwork, she found it. Laura say she went to her friend, called her friend to go get the kids. She pulled up where she was because they were filming. She say she seen Red and Star wearing Drea tail light. She say she spat on her and wore her out. I said, what? Said, yeah. She said it was nothing nobody could do. She said, 4 grown men to put me out. She said, you supposed to be my friend. You slept with my man and you ain't never tell me you slept with my man. She say, I don't knock Drea being a... But one thing you not going to do is play. I say, I know that's right. Everybody been saying Drea, but you know, hey, Jackie wasn't lying when she said it, though. They owe Jackie an apology for that. But she did, say that she had the time with him. She was going through the things she was going through. She shout out to Jamie Foxx and Tori Hart and a couple other people because Jamie Foxx let her throw parties at the house and he would pay her whatever came through for the check. And she said, she had to do what she did. And she was about to be P2ting for, P2ting for her kids, but doing anything to feed her kids at times. She was that close, but because that she had a rapport with them, which is a good thing. Jamie Foxx came through and was like, gave her the money. That's how she took care of kids. She said, Drea came to the party. She almost wore her out again. She said, I'm telling you, every time I see that girl, it's on. She say one thing, everybody get mad at Drea because she's dating a young man. She say, I understand because I am a mother. She said, but one thing about it, Drea still going around. That's who she is. What can anybody do? And she right. Like she said, what can you do? We know who Drea is. We know what Drea is. We know what Drea love to do. We know how Drea get her queen. Like, we going to keep it real. Drea just don't be acting in it. When the last time we seen in a Tubi, baby? It's been a very long time. And then she also said how she got, great clothes and she wanted to work on her face. She got her body done. She was open about it, about her mama makeover. And Carlos, and I agree with Carlos, he said, don't get your body done. She's beautiful. Laura is. I liked this interview with Laura because it showed us who she is. I'm ready to see her back on television. Even though she's funny and quick, I was glad she came back because I wanted to see how it all raveled. But I am glad that she's back on the show. Now, Shawnee. Hey, Mrs. Henderson, girl. I ain't gonna say O'Neal because it ain't O'Neal. Mrs. Henderson. You might as well have to sit down with her and get them. Them ratings went up, but them ratings, we need them ratings to hit skyrocket. Listen, we need it to hit on Twitter to go sky and trend everywhere. Now, a lot of people saying Shawnee and Laura won't sit down. I believe they will. I'm sorry. I believe they will. Also Laura said, side note, she also said that, she get free clothes. She don't do the name brands. People give her things and they want to wear stuff. That's why she look fashionable. But back to the story. I feel like they do need to sit down because we got left off of the season Miami. And I felt like this conversation should have been happened. And why it did not. Because I want to know who was it. I want to know. And then, it was slick. Oh, Evelyn. They tried to bring the little Evelyn tea. I think Jackie was trying to allegedly bring the Evelyn tea because she was standing up for Laura at that time. I really do. And I peeped that. And I seen that. But I was like, no, don't go there because you're going to mess up both friendships. Stay mutual. And I like how Laura said, no, let me answer for myself. So I can't wait for the new season of Basketball Wives because this is going to be hot, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, honey. And I got the link in the description box later. Shout out to Carlos King.